Harris, well, you're finally locked in. You know where you're playing at the Gabba. I mean, it was never really in doubt, but I guess that uncertainty around it was a bit sort of weird and up in the air, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It'd be awesome to get back to the Gabba on Saturday night against the Flyers. So I'm pretty certain the tickets go on sale at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So great opportunity. We've only played there twice in the last 11 weeks. So good opportunity for the fans to get along. And, we really enjoy playing in front of the crowd here at the Gabba. So, yeah, it'll be really good.
It doesn't guarantee you a win, though, does it?
Absolutely not. No, the Pies have been going really well the last few weeks. They certainly since Robert Harvey's taken over, they've played a bit more of an attacking game style. And, it's going to be a really great challenge for us as a playing group to back up our performance on the weekend. We're still got a few things that we think we can improve on. And, it's really important to get some form before finals. So we'll be coming out hopefully with the same intensity. I know there's been a big emphasis on the last couple of weeks and making sure there's energy within the group. And, nothing's changed in that regard. We had a really good session this morning. So boys will be ready to go. And obviously a really big challenge ahead, which we're excited to be a part of.
Showed that energy and that enthusiasm. That showed against Freo. I mean, it looked like you got the mojo back. You turned the corner.
Yeah, I think so. We sort of sat down and had a look at some of the things that made us a really strong team for, the middle part of the season where we were performing really well. And we sort of went away from, the little things in our game plan, which, really focus on that energy and that pressure. And, it's funny as a footy team, you have to focus on the little things such as celebrating little wins and, getting around guys when they do things well. Like we sort of probably went away from that for a couple of weeks there. And obviously teams were able to sort of get it on a bit of a run against us and we weren't able to slow their momentum down. So it was a really great effort by the boys on the weekend to get out there, play with some really strong energy and put some really good pressure on their ball users to make my job and the guys down there in the back lines lives a little bit easier. So, it's probably a really strong expectation of that pressure and that energy around the ball. And, I guess that stays for the rest of the season because we know we can play, with the best teams in the comp when we're on our game. And I guess just the expectation on us as players is to bring that.
Mate, Jonathan here from Nine. I know round 3 was a long time ago, but that was a cracking win. Some great memories from what happened back there against the Pies when you last met them.
There was, yeah. No, we did our Oppo preview this morning. Mark Stone ran that, and he was talking about how we played the Pies 20 weeks ago, which I don't know where the last 20 weeks have gone. It just flies by the ins and outs of the footy season. But, clearly that night was, really exciting for us. And we were in a little bit of a hole at that point. We were 0-2 and looking down the barrel of 0-3. And, it's all doom and gloom from everyone when you're 0-3. You hear all these stats about how you can't make finals and, your season's pretty much cooked. But it's important to not sort of lose track of what you're trying to achieve as a group. And clearly that night was a really good kickstart to the start of our season. So, and obviously Rat kicking the goal is pretty exciting. So it's good.
I wanted to ask you about that goal from the Rat. Did that really prove his composure and, how far he's come as a player? Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, there's probably not another bloke on this list that I'd rather have that kick, to be honest with you. Not a lot phases Zach. So, and he's a really straight kick when he drives his legs. And clearly when he's having a set shot at goal, he can do that. So, it was awesome for him. I'm pretty certain he got a fair bit of media time after that. So it took a few weeks to, try and get his head from stop inflating. But, it was really good. I mean, he's a cracking young fella, and we're really excited about what he has to offer here at the footy club from a football perspective, but also from a personal perspective. He just brings great energy, and all the lads love him.
Did that game sort of turn the corner for him, mate? I mean, I know he was always able there and abouts doing stuff, but he seemed to rise after that in that kick.
Yeah, he's had a fantastic season, Zach. His energy around the ball. He's so dynamic with his movement. There's not a lot of guys in the league that can sort of match his speed and agility. And I guess we as teammates and as a playing group, we just encourage him to take the game on. And he's not necessarily going to get it right all the time. There'll be times where he might get done holding the ball or, make a poor decision. But 90% of the time he breaks the lines, and usually we end up kicking goals and getting the ball forward when he has it in his hands. So we're very lucky to have him here at the footy club. And, He's done a really good job this year, certainly maturing as a player and a person. And, he trains really hard. So it's awesome to see that growth, because he probably early on was getting by on a little bit of natural ability. But now that he started to train hard, he's starting to reap the rewards. So it's been a really great year for him.
Mate, I don't want to focus on the negatives, but can you tell me how distracting this week has been for you? Like, this is the preparation has been pretty average, hasn't it?
It's been all right, to be honest with you. I mean, we obviously sort of found out late last week that we were going to be coming back to Brisbane on Tuesday, and then we'd have Wednesday off, so guys could, get home and spend time with their families after they've been away. And from here on into the game, we're set up like we would be normally. So usually in a normal week, we'd be reviewing the game from the week before. And then, once the day off on Wednesday occurs, it's usually locked into the weekend game. So not a lot's changed from our end. Clearly, there's a little bit of uncertainty around where we were going to be playing. But at the end of the day, you've got to be able to turn up and play anywhere. So, I guess from my own personal view, there hasn't been much of a distraction or issue with that. I'm just really keen to get out and play again, to be honest. It's really enjoyable playing the game at the moment, and just want to get out there.
Playing at the Gabba, though, I mean, it comes with some caveats now, doesn't it? Like you mentioned before about lockdown. How does that work? I mean, because obviously there's some players with families and partners and stuff. How does it affect them, and what do they need to do, and how's this next couple of days going to pan out for them?
Yeah, so we go into a 48-hour lockdown before the game as of tonight, where we have to be obviously saddled up in our place, and obviously the family members as well have to make a decision whether they're going to stay with us and not leave the house or the apartment or whatever they're living in. And then if they want to change their mind, then one of the boys who, if their partners are out, they can move into one of the hotels around the Gabba. So, there's a little bit of uncertainty with that, but people are very flexible with their mindsets, and that's the sort of environment I think that we are in at the moment. If you have a fixed mindset, you're not going to go very well, but guys are open to different opportunities. And certainly I found over when we were in Perth last, 10 days or whatever it was a great opportunity for guys to build relationships and build those connections, which off field are important, but they also help contribute on field. So, I'm fortunate my partner's just gone down the coast for a couple of days with some of the girlfriends. So I'll be locked in by myself, taking it pretty easy before the game, which will be exciting.
Batching, mate.
Yeah, back to the bachelor. No, I haven't had a bachelor life for a long time. I've had the partner for a while, so it's been great. Very exciting.
How's everyone? It's Lockie back, Dizzy. How did he get through training this morning?
Yeah, the boys did well. Not exactly certain what we're looking like from a team selection point of view. I'm pretty sure the coaches will go in this afternoon after we've finished our weights. So they might be in there now. But those boys moved really well, and to get potentially Dizzy back into the team is a really great result for us as a team, and particularly us as a back six. We all know what he brings to the table from a competitive point of view, and he's just so happy to play his role. And it's fantastic to play alongside him.
He's got this ability to come back in with sort of little or no footy under his belt and actually just go full pelt.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's. I think there might be a result of his game just being built off effort and his ability to compete. Like he's a bit of a mongrel, and that's what we absolutely love about him. And to have him out there, I guess another experienced head, something that is really exciting for us as a group. And he's obviously played a lot of footy with myself, Richie, Ryan Lester, those guys. And then, at the same time, it's been really exciting to have guys like Jackson Pryor and Kitty Coleman come down back last weekend and sort of get them to play in those roles, because, we've got a couple of guys in our back six that are getting a little bit older and aren't going to be around forever. So awesome opportunity for those guys to come in and do well.